Cytospawn's just looking around at the different expos, making sure that Kyle has not expanded, which is something that Cytospawn failed to do in the previous game, and that's probably why he's doing it so well right now. Cytospawn does have 6 scouts, so he could easily just murder this raid, probably even harass a little, I think. There are missile turrets though, which scouts are not good at dealing with. But if those scouts have land support, they'll be able to take out those tanks. The only issue is the Marines are quite good against scouts, and scouts are so weak. This Wraith is about to run face first into these Dragoons. We'll see if it dies. Pew 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 pew. It dies right away. Didn't stand a chance, just like Pylo. So a shuttle now for Cytospawn. We'll see how he uses that. Only one Robo Bay, so it doesn't look like he's going for a Reaver drop or anything. He doesn't have a Robotics Bay. And did not go for a Templar Archive, so no Dark Templar or anything like that. No funny business. Alright, I am now going to have to pause this replay and return to it later, so if it sounds like I'm a totally different person or something, it's still me, and I'm just gonna be here a couple hours later. Alright. Hello, I'm back again. I'm sorry I had to do that. I had a meeting to go to. So now I'm back and I'll start the replay soon. Alright, here we go. So it's slightly sped up. I'll put it back down to normal. One thing that's interesting to note that I didn't know before is that StarCraft minutes are very different than reality minutes. It says here elapsed time 12 minutes and 30 seconds. That's actually 20 minutes of real life. I don't know how that works. But it does. So, just putting that out there. That's why I had to take a break, is because I expected it only to take, well, less time than it did. Anyways, so I have no idea where I am in the game. Please give me a moment to catch up. So there's 6 scouts over here, shuttle with nothing, and observers. Cytospawn has just expanded down here at this southwestern expansion. Kyle is turtling pretty hard over here. I mean, if I just came in here, I mean, he just built one bunker here, and there would be not much I could do to that. But even this, with the siege tanks there, and especially the siege tank here up top, unless I was able to get my zealots straight over here to these siege tanks, you know, there's not a whole lot I could do with any gateway unit, to be honest, unless I just stormed these and ran out. But he is building the bunker, like I said. He has a nuclear silo, which does not have any nukes in it. He's now building his first ghost, finally. Is getting the cloak upgrade. So I'm guessing there's going to be a nuke in this game. This expansion is about halfway there. A little over halfway. Still 6 scouts down here. Photon cannon comes over here. And I have an observer here because I did see that nuclear silo, and I'm worried that he might decide to do it from over here. So I have my observer here, so I have all of this detected, so my scouts can easily just go and kill whatever needs to be killed. I have 2 more scouts on the way, and no gateway units on the way. I do now have 3 robotics facilities with a robotic support bay, so I could very well be going for a Reaver drop pretty soon here. I'm just getting the sight range upgrade for my observers. I already have the speed upgrade. I always go for that immediately after I get observers because I feel like they're almost useless without that speed upgrade. These scouts over here, for the sake of nukes, I'm gonna get an observer over here, I'm sure, so that I can see that. I'm sure this probe will probably build some cannons, especially with this 1400 surplus. I'm not sure why I have such a surplus. I guess I'm just not sure how I want to attack his base yet. But I am going for a Reaver drop, 2 Reavers and a shuttle. I really like this 3 Robo base setup because it allows me to do that. And then I'm also building 3 observers out of there because I want to keep an eye on this entire map, just in case he tries to expand like he did in game 1 with Zerg, when he expanded to extra places that I had no idea he did. So he now has a ghost here and a science vessel with full energy. So he could very well EMP and nuke this base or this base. If he had the shuttle drop him off back here and I didn't notice, he also could wreak some havoc in here, which would be very unfortunate. If he came in, EMP'd this, nuked this would be a very vulnerable spot. So here are my observers going just about everywhere. I still have my gateway units here in the center. Just in case he tries to move out, I'll be able to be there. I don't want him to be able to get over here without me knowing and then just start tanking, putting his tanks into siege mode and taking out everything. So the ghost is in a dropship. So we may see a drop nuke. He still doesn't have a nuke, nor is he working on it, and he has the resources, so I'm not sure when that will begin working on that. He's now getting the sight range upgrade for his ghost, which is important, very important to have whenever you're nuking. And this observer is poking over here in this expansion. So I now have a view of this expansion. I just checked this one and now have view of this one. And then I have an extra observer here in the center. So if a ghost walks by, hopefully I'll see it. Kyle, on the other hand, he's just kind of sitting back and turtling. He's still building a lot of siege tanks. He has 3 of them queued up, which is a bit excessive. But I guess if you like to sit back on 60 APM in general, I guess it's helpful to have that queue. He has no turrets on the sides here, which is really important to notice because anything could be dropped over here. And I have to admit, I as Protoss also only have 1 cannon there. But he has nothing on the side. I could come in here, drop anything I wanted, and just blast through here. So I now have 1 full Reaver drop. I'm currently upgrading the number of Reavers I can, number of Scarabs. So from 5 to 10. So now I'm going to drop these Reavers off so that I can start getting them, all of them, their Scarabs. I do have attack level 1, armor level 1, which I think is important to note. I have 4 scouts here, 2 more scouts going over to this base, and I just have 2 scouts at the front of the base here. So he's now getting his nuke. It is about 3/5 of the way done. He's building a command center here to float somewhere. He has 2 tanks behind it. I guess that was just where they were rallied to go. Again, 3 tanks queued up. So he has the resources to do this, though. I mean, I would suggest building an extra factory or 2 if that's your plan, but he has the money to do this. I'm setting the rest of my gateway units that used to be protecting my base up here. So it looks like I'm probably about to do something, or maybe I just figure I don't need them at my base anymore. Don't know if that's smart or not, but I think that's what I'm thinking. So I should probably transfer a lot of these workers via shuttle over here, but it doesn't look like I'm in the process of doing that. Oh, so here's the shuttle. I did see it. And I have I have both 2 shuttles full of Reavers and 1 shuttle full of nothing. I don't know why that's there. But those scouts are going to annihilate this dropship. Let's watch this. I think they're going to annihilate said dropship. Yes. So the dropship is going to drop the ghost and quickly cloak it, I would assume. Yes, and walk it down. And so he's taking advantage of, actually, it's a pretty bad place, but what I'm guessing is he's going to take advantage of this ledge here, yeah, this ledge, and he's going to walk all the way over here and then nuke me, would be my guess, because this is a really vulnerable place. I mean, I chose the map for it, but it's actually really vulnerable. Luckily I have my observer here, which he doesn't know, and 2 scouts will easily come kill that, as well as these 2 cannons I have over there. So let's see what eventually kills him. So this cannon starts killing him and he dies. He doesn't even get to start his nuke. So that nuke just